What are your thoughts on kind of the role of brand and how it helps or hurts a company's digital availability status?
Yeah, or the other way around, Megan, right? Because I would argue that having, a really strong digital availability helps with mental availability or helps with brands. It's ultimately the same thing, right? Because, well, first of all, let me say, I agree with you, right? Having a strong brand, being known for the right things is obviously extremely helpful, right? And as Aption, we don't have a super strong brand at the moment, and it's very clear very often, that is hampering us, right? It's hampering us getting into deals, getting into more deals, that sort of thing, right? So we need to fix that. One of the things that we're doing to fix that is to increase the digital availability. Because when you think about brand in a B2B context, right? If I think about brand in the Aption context, then really what we want to do is we want to make sure that 100,000 people that live in the accounts that we serve, or 200,000 or 300,000 people, that they know who Aption is. Right? We don't care whether Joe Bloggs in the street, so to speak, knows who Aption is, because they're never going to be one of our buyers, right? So really what we're doing is we're building brands with a very specific, limited, ring-fenced audience that we know who they are, right? So we need to make sure they find us in the right way, and that when they do find us, we're arresting enough for them to stay with us. When we do activities outside of what we're doing in the digital realm, or you could argue they also fall within the digital realm. It just depends how you look at it, right? It's always targeted, very, very, very targeted brand building, isn't it? Which for me is kind of a different concept than building a brand with broad swathes of people, right? And I'm not sure, actually, that anybody has really cracked that nut of how you most effectively build brands with a limited, ring-fenced set of people that you know who they are, right? You likely have their contact data if they're in your database. You know what persona they are. So it's a very interesting. It's something that I think about a lot, right? How do you best do that? One of the ways to do it is through increasing your digital availability, I think, but there's also obviously other avenues to get there. But I don't know if there's anybody out there that has, sort of a framework for that, that incorporates all the elements that can help you build a brand with a very specific ring-fenced set of people.